airport, Skyx 904 Charlie Papa with you 12 miles to the southwest. Request the option for runway 16.
Just 904 Charlie Papa, please show tower and our right downwind runway 16.
Enter right downwind for runway 16 for Charlie Papa.
Okay, so we've got that all set. You know, of course, then we've got the RPM gauge is still kind of like bouncing left and right. You know, it seems just a little bit more bouncy than it really should be. I've never seen it so bouncy. And so, like, if I increase throttle a little bit now, it's not bouncy. But I don't know if it's probably not a huge issue. But I don't know, it bugs me. You know, all those little tiny things. Because I know in what I was saying before that what was it? 652 Mike Alpha, yeah, that would have a voltage issue, so you'd go up and it would just be a red blinking like voltage, which I forgot the exact, it's volts, you know, the volts would just be blinking at you. So I do see the airport, so you want us to go in the right downwind, okay. So, yeah, well, we'll just keep going there. So I think that's well, downwind is going to the runway, and then obviously turning left to go on the downwind, and then you go on the base and then the final. So I guess we will go here. It would be easier though if we just went base into final, you know, and not having to make that turn, which is still kind of hard to visualize, you know, kind of where you are in relation to, it's not, of course, if you're VFR, you obviously know where the airport is, and so it's not necessarily an issue, but I don't know. So right now we are at 2,600, so we can also look at where the airport is in terms of the pattern altitude, which is 1,320. So if it's 1,320, I don't know. I know that we can, there is also and of course there's the approach chart for the airport, but I don't have the approach chart open. Even if I did, I'm not necessarily sure I would know how to read it. But I've been doing a little bit of studying of that. I'm trying to learn exactly how that works and how to read the varying degrees and numbers and little heading and waypoints, fun stuff like that. But, okay. So we have College Station right in front of us.
813 Bravo Bravo behind the Lear number 2
okay.
for 16.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. 16.
Number 2, runway 16, cleared land. Cleared land, 16.
Okay. Nobody else is cleared to land. So we're still good. We have full mixture in. Our flaps are up. Our trim is okay. And everything else still is in the green. So we can also check the altimeter again. Or I say altimeter, I mean the compass. We'll just kind of check that. Which we did forget to check the... yeah, that's the thing I forgot, is I forgot to check ATIS, really. Like I said I had Victor, but then I really didn't.
For information, Whiskey 1753 Zulu, wind 040 at 4. Visibility 10, a few clouds at 3,700. Temperature 282.18, altimeter 3004.
Okay, so that's our altimeter 3004, we got that in check here. So it looks like we're still a little bit high in terms of where we should be. And we'll just keep going at it here. Then another thing is, I'm not sure whether you should say on the GPS, right? So we see the airport. We know what airport we're gonna head to next. Is it something to just go ahead and pre-program the GPS into the next airport? But then I figure though, if the tower told me to report when I'm on my 2-mile final or whatnot.
The taxiway Charlie 1, kind of ground 128.
Then I figure it'd be kind of difficult to necessarily do that because where you are in relation to the airport is always really you know, you can't, because like the center of the airport or where the actual GPS thinks the airport is always going to be different from where your position is with the runways, so at the same time it's just kind of a guess, right, of saying like I'm on my 2-mile final, and that's just kind of your visual guess, because you can't really, because otherwise, you know, the GPS could still say that you're 3, 4 miles away, and you know, you're only maybe 2 miles away from the airport or something. I mean, it's the wrong way. So we are now at 2,000, 1,000. Yeah, now we're at 1,900. Okay. We'll go and reduce power a little bit more here. Okay, we do see runway 16 over there. landed at it many times before. It seems like all the other runways, they never have them open, actually. So we did say downwind. So honestly, a downwind is going into the downwind and then making the turn right into the base. So we're gonna shut up here for a sec because obviously we need to do a little bit more focusing and a little less talking. Which I know that could be my criticism for probably all of the flight up to this point, but we have everything in check. Everything's still green, so we can also look at our landing. We don't have a landing checklist in front of us, but
3 Bravo, contact ground 128.7.
We'll
do it. 3 Bravo, Bravo.
Go ahead. Everything's still green. We're at 100.
Go full stop.
So we're probably a little bit fast from where we should be, or actually need to be. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make our turn. So not sure that we're.
Just a 4 Charlie Papa. Are you touch and go or full stop?
We're gonna do a full stop. Sorry, touch and go, and then to Georgetown, 4 Charlie Papa.
4 Charlie Papa. Clear touch and go, runway 16.
Clear touch and go for runway 16, 4 Charlie Papa.
Okay, so we are pretty much good to go here.
Eastwood Tower, Cessna 140 Papa Delta is 10 miles to the northwest at level 2,400 with whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey.
140 Papa Delta East 045.
Okay, so we are. We could put the flaps down. It still seems a little bit early, but we are with and flap operating speed, which again, that is, I believe, is 110. Or perhaps it's 115. No, I think it's 110 in terms of having your 10-degree flaps.
Right base, 110.
So otherwise, that's still recording because we obviously want to make sure we get that right. Okay, so we do see the runway over there. We are at 80 knots now, and we are at 1,000.
Runway 16, clear for takeoff. Wind 0203.
Takeoff, left turn, full hard back.
Okay, we got another plane that is going to be taking off from runway 16 here.
Request to full Quebec, squawk 5371.
That's interesting how he cleared me to land and yet there's a plane taking off right now. Okay, so we got speed here is set. We can put flaps 20. We got mixture full in. That's set. Fuel is both. Now we're at 70 here. And I could ask him if we have clearance, but I know he said that we already do have clearance. Okay, so we are at 80 knots. I think we're good. Okay. And we can begin our turn here. Reduce power just a tad. Okay, we're gonna begin our definitely right turn. We're at 70 knots here. And we want to obviously maintain that. I believe what touchdown speed is, say 65 or yeah, 65 I think. Okay, so we have the runway in sight and we'll do full flaps. We are at now 70. Okay, so we got feet. And we're just going to aim the nose down. Flaps are down, flaps are set. So we are at 70. Looks like we're going to be a little close here. Going to have to increase power. And reducing power here, we're set. Okay, we're at 70. And reducing power. Okay. Okay, cool. We'll do flaps full up and full power. That was actually not a bad landing. It could have been a lot worse. Okay, we are at rotate speed and rotate. Okay. We have, yep, I was gonna say B2, but I realized B2 is down there. Cool. Okay. So now we can put in,
Correct, number 2, following a Cessna on right base.
Number 2 following Cessna on right base, we'll have you back.
Cessna 4 Charlie Papa Squawk 4574.
Squawk 4574 for Charlie Papa.
Cessna 0, Papa Delta, cleared land, runway 16.
Clear to land 16, 0 Papa Delta.
okay. So now we're going to need to go to another airport. They'll love going to other airports.
Quebec, Roger. Report the other Cessna inside. He's up to northwest on right base.
All right, we'll be looking for him.